Nobody is ever truly too busy. It simply boils down to priorities. If something sparks joy and brings genuine happiness into your life, cherish it, nurture it, and keep it close to your heart. Don't rush to share it with the world. Some things are best savored in private. Exercise caution when placing your trust in others, for appearances can be deceiving, and the truth often lies beneath the surface. Even salt and sugar, seemingly identical at a glance, offer vastly different tastes and experiences. Just as you discern between these seemingly similar substances, so too must you cautiously distinguish between people who may initially appear trustworthy. Avoid becoming overly reliant on anyone, not even your own shadow, for when darkness falls, it too will abandon you. Remember that the most extraordinary moments of your life are still out there, waiting to be discovered. Embrace the unknown and remain open to the wonders that lie ahead, for life's greatest adventures are often those we least expect. Bad habits are akin to a plush, inviting bed. It's easy to sink into its comfort and drift off to sleep, but incredibly difficult to rouse yourself and step out. Time serves as the ultimate judge, revealing your true worth in the eyes of others. Ultimately, your value to others depends on how you invest your time, the energy you exert, and the impacts you make. Stay calm and composed. You have overcome challenges in the past, and you will undoubtedly overcome this one as well. Learn to heal your own wounds without seeking sympathy or validation from the world. Refrain from placing excessive expectations on others. Instead, dedicate yourself to personal growth and self-improvement. If you are unwilling to release those who are not meant for you, you will never create space for those who are. Remember, not every connection is meant to last, and detaching can often free you for new possibilities. If you fail to control your mind, others will seize the opportunity to do it for you. Each time you stumble or fall, remember that it's merely a phase, and after the pain subsides, you will emerge stronger and more resilient than before. Every stumble, every setback, is an opportunity to rise. Working to earn a living is essential, but working to cultivate personal growth is the key to unlocking true success. There will always be those who fail to recognize your value, but don't allow yourself to become one of them. Strive to accomplish what no one else can, and you will transform into someone no one else can replicate. You'll be one of a kind. Bear in mind that 5 years ago, you once dreamed of being where you are today. If someone treats you as merely an option, dismiss them as a choice. The value of experience far outweighs any material possession, as memories are the true treasures of life. Never allow yourself to be defined by what you possess, but by what you have lived. Pay no heed to those who disregard you. Instead, focus your energy on those who love and support you. Living a life that is overly cautious is the most perilous path of all, as it prevents you from venturing beyond your comfort zone to explore new horizons. The most dangerous thing one can do is to stagnate. There is no shame in facing hardship, for life is inherently a series of struggles to attain our desires. Rather than attempting to row harder when the boat is headed in the wrong direction, pause, reflect, and choose a more appropriate course. Sometimes, the most courageous choice is to change paths, even when it seems difficult or uncertain. Your vision may become clouded for a brief period, but it will regain clarity through patience. Prioritize taking care of your body, as health is an invaluable asset. You are not compensated for the time you spend working, but rather for the value you contribute during that time. Your worth is not just measured in hours, but in impact. Focusing on self-improvement will keep you so occupied that you will have no time left to judge others. Be mindful of your thoughts when you are alone and of your words when you are with others. Your mind is both your most potent weapon and your most formidable enemy. Train it wisely. You are what you think. Avoid reacting hastily. Sever ties with negative influences without creating unnecessary drama. The fact that you have yet to achieve your goals can serve as your greatest motivation. Discipline is the act of choosing between what you desire now and what you desire most in life. It is always about your long-term goals. Refrain from sharing everything with everyone, as not all care, and some may secretly wish for your downfall. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Speaking without thinking is akin to shooting without aiming. Consider your words carefully, lest you inadvertently wound yourself or others. Avoid following the well-trodden path. Instead, create your own. No matter how slow the process, giving up will never accelerate it. What comes easily often doesn't last, and what lasts isn't easily attained. In the end, the best things are earned. Don't let yesterday spoil today. Allow things to unfold naturally. If something is truly meant for you, it will come to pass. Truth always saves time, as you never have to recall your lies. If someone says you can't, that merely reflects their limitations, not yours. They are only telling you about themselves. Living to gain the approval of others is the quickest way to face rejection. Silence is the best response to those who do not value your words. Fear is only temporary, but regret is eternal. Discipline makes today difficult, but makes tomorrow easier. Embrace the discomfort of discipline. Don't give up. You are closer to your goal than you realize. Sometimes, solitude is the best medicine for the soul. Your future needs you, while the past does not. Worrying about failure is akin to giving up before you even begin. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. We may stumble, shatter, and fail, but we will ultimately rise, heal, and overcome every obstacle. Sacrifice a few years of comfort to secure decades of freedom later on. Be patient. Everything is difficult before it becomes easy. Trust the process. Positive thinking enhances your performance in every aspect, whereas negative thinking undermines it. The greatest mistake is failing to learn from your errors. Do not allow the past to overshadow your present. If you are tired, learn to rest, not to quit. Replenish, don't relinquish. The two most significant days in your life are the day you were born and the day you discover why. The past is a place for learning and growth, not for dwelling. Trust the process. Do not rush, for greatness takes time to materialize. Do not hurry through life. Wonderful things require time to become complete. Allow time to work its magic. Time provides clarity, both in terms of our lives and our true selves. Remember to cherish your health. A healthy body offers opportunities to fulfill your dreams and truly enjoy life. Your body is your temple. Success isn't about the number of hours, but the value provided in those hours. Focus on self-improvement to the point where you have little time to criticize others. It's a good way to remain positive. Be mindful of your thoughts in solitude and your words in company. Your speech is powerful, but so is your silence. Train wisely and don't reveal too much too soon. Avoid reacting hastily and remove yourself from negative influences, as the greatest motivation comes from unattained goals. Discipline is about the choice between what's wanted now and what's wanted most later. Learn to be silent and keep necessities to yourself, as some secretly desire your demise. Prepare for the future. Speaking without thinking is like shooting without aiming, and both lack precision. Create new paths instead of following pre-existing ones. Don't give up. Things will become easier with consistency. Don't allow past days to ruin the present. Learn to let go and be true to yourself. No one can hurt you without your permission, so never diminish yourself for others. Excess comfort will weaken you, so embrace challenges and remember that failure isn't an ending. When you abandon discipline, you abandon yourself. Complete things well rather than perfectly. Trust carefully. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential for balance, and time is most valuable. Success comes from overcoming failures. Champions focus on goals, not others. Before things fall, they are preparing for something incredible. Be patient because most of all, when people say you can't, that is their limitation, not yours. Others' acceptance is not your value measure. Life has pain that hurts and pain that changes. Loneliness offers time to redefine. Don't be drawn to the past. Look forward. If you fear failure, you've already started failing. Prepare to sacrifice comfort for future freedom. Challenges prepare you for greatness. Use the right mindset. Mistakes are opportunities. Don't let yesterday take up too much of your mind. Rest, but don't quit. Days of birth and the reason for it are most important. The past is for learning. Believe in the process. Each stage has meaning. Challenges are part of the journey. Focus on what you can control and prepare for the future. Learn, and when you are tired, rest and allow yourself to recover. Find your purpose. Let it be your strength. Life offers challenges. Don't be in a hurry when things don't happen as planned. You must trust the process and refrain from comparing with others. Each person has a different journey. The path may be difficult, so always remember that all will be well. If you continue, a new you will emerge. The progress may be slow, but be prepared for something beautiful. Always move forward and learn lessons in life. Success doesn't come from perfection, but from hard work. Be patient. Success requires time. Always learn and improve yourself. If you believe, then everything will come to be. So look and believe that you're close to something wonderful. Life is what you make it. Remember that a new day offers an opportunity to reach the success you've been wanting. The road may not always be the best, but the challenges can help you become the best. Don't judge by failures, but by how you deal with them. With each fall and rise, you'll be stronger. The easy can lure you, but only when you meet challenges will you find fulfillment. Do not be afraid of the obstacles because that's how you are formed. Great things aren't easy. There will be times when you feel alone, but that is when you self-reflect. It provides balance, helping you define yourself. Challenges can push you, but are building your belief. Engrave how hard it is to succeed and start. Life is a journey of your own. Don't compare yourself with anyone because they're on their own paths. What is more important is what you learned and how you grow. Do not let comparison dim your vision. Each day is a chance to advance. Hold on despite hardships, and you'll bloom. Keep learning. Effort will allow you to achieve wonders. Trust and continue to make progress. Then success will come to be. Have faith and work. Never give up. Success is not the only possible outcome. It is certain. No one can guarantee that life will be a walk in the park, but you always have the power to choose how you face it. Arm yourself with resilience, that unwavering spirit that bends but never breaks, and an unshakable belief in your own capabilities. Each sunrise brings with it a fresh opportunity to become a better version of yourself, to nurture your personal growth in every aspect. Never stop being a student of the world. Never cease exploring the vast unknown that stretches before you. The world is a boundless classroom, and it's always ready to impart wisdom, provided you're open to receiving it with a curious and eager mind. Don't shy away from mistakes, because those missteps are actually stepping stones leading you to greater heights. A setback isn't the end of your journey. It's merely the starting point of a new, perhaps even more meaningful, adventure. Look at each stumble as a chance to learn, to refine yourself, to gain invaluable insights that you wouldn't have acquired otherwise. It's precisely those errors, those moments of apparent failure, that will form the bedrock of your future success, strengthening your foundation and preparing you for challenges yet to come. Focus your energy on the daily act of self-improvement, on becoming incrementally better each day, rather than getting caught up in worrying about things that are simply beyond your control. What truly matters isn't what you achieve in a brief period, but the progress you make consistently throughout your entire journey. It's about the small, persistent steps that add up to significant transformation over time. Everything in life operates according to its own timetable, and patience is the master key that unlocks the grand opportunities that life has in store. If you can cultivate the ability to wait, to persevere, and to maintain your efforts, all good things will eventually find their way to you. Life isn't a race against the clock or a competition with others. It's about carefully considering the choices you make each and every day. Each day you live is a decision in itself, and those seemingly small decisions gradually shape the person you will become in the future, sculpting your character and destiny. Don't let yourself be consumed by worry or negative thoughts. Remind yourself that every problem has a solution, particularly if you approach it with an optimistic spirit and a well-thought-out plan. When you encounter a hurdle, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? It's only by embracing the lessons embedded within our challenges that we truly grow and progress, transforming obstacles into opportunities. No challenge is meaningless, and no failure is permanent. Each of us possesses the capacity to overcome difficulties, provided we know how to tap into the strength that resides within. Never underestimate the value of time. Every moment is precious, and the way you choose to spend your time will ultimately determine your future success. Cherish every second, every opportunity that life presents. Don't squander time on trivial pursuits. Instead, dedicate it to your grandest goals and your most cherished dreams, giving them the attention and energy they deserve. One of the greatest lessons in life is learning the art of letting go. This means releasing unhealthy relationships, banishing negative thoughts, and releasing the anxieties associated with the past. Only when you shed these burdens can you move forward with a lighter heart, with greater freedom, and with a renewed sense of purpose. Sometimes, the most difficult thing is accepting that not everything will unfold according to your desires, but believe that everything happens for a reason and in its own perfect time. What is meant for you will eventually arrive, and what isn't meant for you will inevitably depart, making way for new possibilities. Life is a series of precious moments strung together, and what truly matters is how you lived each of those moments. Live fully, love wholeheartedly, and relentlessly strive to become the best version of yourself. Good things come to those who persevere and maintain unwavering faith in life's inherent goodness. Success isn't merely about achieving what you desire. It's about personal growth, finding inner peace, and cultivating the ability to savor each and every moment that life gifts you. It's about the journey, not just the destination. Life is an intricate painting where each individual is creating their own unique story using the brushstrokes and colors of experiences, emotions, and decisions. Each step you take, each choice you make, shapes the path you are walking, and it's these moments that collectively compose your entire life. Every interaction, every relationship, every challenge contributes to the richness and complexity of your personal narrative. No one can predict the future with certainty, but one thing is for sure. Your efforts and your attitude will significantly influence the direction you choose. Along that journey, there will be times when you feel confused and disoriented, as if you've lost your way. This isn't a sign of failure. Rather, it's an opportunity to pause and reflect on the path you are currently on. It's a moment to realign your compass and ensure you're heading in the direction that truly resonates with your soul. Many people become so engrossed in their goals that they forget the journey itself is the most valuable aspect. Take the time to ask yourself, am I heading in the right direction? Do the goals I've set truly bring happiness and meaning to my life? It's crucial to examine whether your ambitions are aligned with your authentic self. These questions not only help you readjust your course, but also create a balance between pursuing your dreams and fully enjoying the present moment. One of the most critical elements in achieving both success and happiness is understanding yourself deeply. As the saying goes, to know oneself is the key that unlocks all other relationships. Self-awareness is the foundation upon which all meaningful connections are built. To understand what you want and need in life, you need to dedicate time to listening to yourself, to understanding your deepest desires. This isn't an easy process, because sometimes what we superficially desire isn't what brings us true happiness. Often, Societal pressures and external expectations can cloud our judgment. Perhaps you've pursued grand goals solely because of societal pressure or because you thought achieving them would earn you the respect of others. But is that what your heart truly yearns for? It's essential to distinguish between external validation and internal fulfillment. Self-discovery extends beyond simply identifying your goals and dreams. It also includes understanding your strengths and weaknesses. Accept that no one is perfect, and it's your imperfections that make you uniquely who you are. Instead of avoiding or concealing your weaknesses, learn to confront and improve them. Embrace your flaws as part of your complete self. This doesn't mean you have to completely transform yourself. It simply means developing your best qualities and learning to balance what you're good at with what you need to improve. On your journey of self-discovery, accepting change is inevitable. Change is the only constant in life. Nothing in life is permanent, and neither are we. Every day that passes, we are changing, whether it's a shift in our thoughts, emotions, or perspectives on life. Change isn't always easy to accept, but it's necessary for growth. If you cling to the familiar, you'll never discover new possibilities, new opportunities that life has to offer. Stepping outside your comfort zone is where true growth happens. Speaking of change, one of the most important lessons is learning to let go. Sometimes we become too attached to the past, from unhealthy relationships to sad memories. But to move forward, you must learn to let go. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting everything. It means accepting that what's past can't be changed, and the only thing you can control is your present and your future. It's about releasing the grip that the past has on your present. Remember that every loss, every sorrow, is an integral part of life. It's through them that we grow and gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. There's something often overlooked but incredibly important in life, and that's empathy and compassion. These are the cornerstones of a fulfilling and meaningful existence. In modern life, many are so preoccupied with their own lives that they forget that there are many others around them struggling with their own difficulties. Empathy isn't just about understanding and feeling for others. It's about acting to help, share, and encourage them during difficult times. Empathy not only brings joy to the receiver, but also enriches the soul of the giver. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, can create a ripple effect of positivity. Compassion also starts with learning to love and care for yourself. Sometimes we focus so much on helping others that we forget we also need care. You can't give if you're running on empty, depleted of energy and joy. Learn to listen to your body and mind, and take time to rest, relax, and recharge. When you learn to love yourself, you'll have more to give and share with the world. Self-care is not selfish. It's essential for maintaining your well-being. Another aspect of compassion is learning to forgive, not just others, but also yourself. We all make mistakes, but what matters isn't how many mistakes you've made, but how you face and overcome them. Forgiveness isn't easy, especially when you've been deeply hurt, but it's the only way to free yourself from negative emotions and move forward. Holding on to resentment only harms you in the long run. Remember that forgiveness isn't for the other person. It's for you to find peace in your soul. When you learn to forgive, you'll find that life becomes much lighter and easier. You no longer have to carry the burdens of the past, unnecessary pain, and you can focus on the good in the present and future. Forgiving yourself is just as important. Sometimes we are our own harshest critics, which only increases the pressure in life. Learn to view your mistakes as part of the learning and growing process, and never be too hard on yourself. Self-compassion is essential for maintaining a healthy mindset. In personal development, an indispensable element is the ability to accept imperfection. Society often sets impossibly high standards for success, happiness, and appearance, making many feel pressured and never satisfied with themselves. But in reality, imperfection is natural and normal. No one can be perfect in every aspect of life. and accepting this imperfection will help you feel more comfortable and happier. Embrace your unique flaws and vulnerabilities. Instead of trying to achieve perfection, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. This means you'll always strive to improve, but you'll also accept your limitations. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes, as long as you learn from them and keep moving forward. Imperfection isn't a weakness. It's each person's uniqueness, what makes life diverse and interesting. Celebrate your individuality and embrace your unique quirks. Patience is also an important lesson in life. Not everything happens as quickly and smoothly as expected. There will be times when you have to wait, persevere, and not give up, but in those moments, you'll learn valuable lessons about endurance and resilience. Success doesn't come to those who sit and wait. It comes to those who work hard, are patient, and always believe in their goals. Stay committed to your dreams, even when faced with setbacks. Patience isn't just about waiting. It's also about making the most of your time while waiting. Instead of worrying and losing patience, learn to use that time to develop yourself, learn new skills, and prepare for the opportunity when it comes. Be proactive during periods of waiting. Life is a long journey. Embrace the journey, not just the destination. And each stage of life, whether short or long, plays a distinct role and holds unique significance. Learn patience. Nurture the belief that the best things will come at the most perfect time, like a flower that needs enough sun and wind to bloom brilliantly. Trust in the timing of your life. When facing seemingly insurmountable challenges, you may feel like the whole world is against you. But remember, you always have extraordinary strength hidden within. No difficulty is insurmountable if you have enough will, determination, and belief in yourself. Believe in your potential and never surrender to fate. Sometimes, just a little more effort, a little more persistence, is all it takes to reach what you've been longing for. Tap into your inner reserves of strength and resilience. In life's stormy moments, seek out true friends, those who are willing to listen to you with all their heart, share your burdens, and navigate the storm with you. Life becomes much lighter when you know you're not alone, that there are those who love, support, and encourage you on the road ahead. Surround yourself with a strong support network. Build relationships based on sincerity, respect, and unconditional love. These relationships will be a great source of motivation, a firm foundation to help you overcome every challenge in life. At the same time, don't forget to set clear boundaries for yourself. Not everyone deserves your precious time and energy. Choose those you want to be around, those who bring you peace and happiness. And don't hesitate to distance yourself from toxic relationships, those who bring negativity and hurt you. Life is too short to waste on those who don't value you. Spend time with those who bring you joy, encouragement, and a sense of safety. Prioritize your well-being and set healthy boundaries. The journey of life isn't just about achieving specific goals. It's also about how you enjoy each moment along the way. Sometimes we get caught up in the cycle of work, responsibilities, and daily worries to the point of forgetting to slow down and appreciate the small but meaningful things around us. Find joy in the simple moments. Time passes quickly, like grains of sand slipping through your fingers. If you don't stop to appreciate what you have, you'll miss many precious things in life. Remember that happiness doesn't just come from great successes or special events. Happiness can be found in simple moments, like family gathering for a cozy dinner or an afternoon stroll in the park, feeling the breeze gently caress your hair. Life is full of wonders. You just need to be still and open your heart to see them. Cultivate mindfulness and appreciate the present moment. Slowing down doesn't mean giving up on your goals. It means enjoying the journey and not letting worries and pressures overshadow the true values of life. Find balance between striving and savoring. Besides that, an equally important aspect is cultivating gratitude. Gratitude not only helps you appreciate what you have, but also opens opportunities to see the beauty hidden in every difficulty. When you learn to be grateful for even the smallest things, you'll find that life becomes much more meaningful and rich. Be grateful for those who have appeared in your life, whether they bring you joy or sorrow, because all have taught you valuable lessons. Practice gratitude daily. Cultivating gratitude also helps you build a positive attitude. When you're grateful, you no longer focus so much on what you lack, but start looking at what you have. This doesn't mean you stop striving. It just means you balance setting goals and appreciating the present. A grateful attitude will help you maintain peace of mind even when facing life's harshest challenges. Shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. One of the most important things is learning to manage emotions. Emotions are a natural part of being human, but if you don't know how to control them, they can ruin all your plans and goals. There are times when you feel angry, frustrated, or worried, and that's perfectly normal. But the issue lies in how you react to those emotions. Develop emotional intelligence. Instead of letting negative emotions dominate you, learn to face them calmly and rationally. This requires training and patience, but it will help you maintain balance in the most difficult situations. Managing emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. Instead, find ways to express them in a healthy and positive way. When you feel angry, instead of exploding, try pausing, taking a deep breath, and rethinking before acting. If needed, find a private space to calm down, then handle the situation more thoughtfully. Learn healthy coping mechanisms for managing stress and negative emotions. This not only helps you avoid regretful actions, but also builds a solid spirit and steadfastness. One of the biggest lessons in managing emotions is understanding that emotions don't always reflect reality. Sometimes we feel anxious or scared about things that aren't as dangerous as we think. This can happen due to past experiences or misconceptions we place on ourselves. Challenge your negative thoughts and beliefs. Learn to distinguish between emotions and reality, and don't let negative emotions overshadow your judgment. Emotional control is also closely related to patience and self-control. Successful people are often those who know how to manage their time and emotions. When you know patience and self-control, you won't easily be swept up in life's storms. Instead, you can quietly think logically and make accurate decisions even in the most difficult situations. Cultivate self-awareness and emotional regulation. Besides controlling emotions, building and maintaining relationships is another important factor in life. This life isn't just your journey. It's also connecting with those around you. Family, friends, colleagues, and even strangers all play a role in that journey. Learn to cherish and nurture these relationships, because they're the ones who will accompany, support, and help you overcome difficult challenges. Value your relationships. Each relationship needs to be built on respect and sincerity. Don't hesitate to show affection and gratitude to the important people in your life. Sometimes, just a word of encouragement, a small gesture of care, can change someone's day. Remember that sharing and kindness are never superfluous. Small actions that come from a sincere heart will create positive effects that you can't imagine. Practice empathy and compassion in your relationships. However, it's crucial to understand that not all relationships are meant to last forever. Some connections may fade over time or simply no longer align with your personal growth and evolving needs. This doesn't signify failure on your part in maintaining the bond. It simply reflects the natural ebb and flow of life, where individuals embark on their own unique journeys. Embrace this shift with grace, letting go of what no longer serves you or adds value to your life. Recognize that holding on to something that has run its course can be more detrimental than liberating. Allow yourself and others the freedom to move forward. In the journey of personal development, establishing boundaries is paramount. We often find ourselves caught in a pattern of people-pleasing, inadvertently neglecting our own needs and desires. It's essential to cultivate self-awareness and set clear boundaries to safeguard your well-being and mental health. Think of boundaries not as walls, but as flexible guidelines that protect your energy and allow you to thrive. This doesn't imply selfishness, but rather an understanding of how to prioritize what truly matters and resonates with your core values. Boundaries aren't just about preserving your autonomy in relationships. They also empower you to focus on your long-term goals and aspirations. When you are clear about your wants and needs, and equally clear about your limits, you'll find it easier to decline opportunities or proposals that don't align with your path. This strategic selectivity allows you to conserve time and energy, channeling them into activities that are meaningful and contribute to a fulfilling life. By honoring your boundaries, you send a message to yourself and others that your time and energy are valuable. One of the most important factors in maintaining a fulfilling and meaningful life is setting clear and defined goals. No one can achieve true success without a tangible target and a well-thought-out plan to reach it. However, it's not just about setting goals, but about how you